Welcome to another episode of Smart Tips. I'm Jeff Gonzalez, and today I want to walk us through how we can auto assign records after a form submission. This could be a scenario in which we have a ticketing system and we want to route it to a specific department, or some sort of request based solution in which the type of request determines who should be assigned. Without further ado, let's jump in and see. Now, I have a very simple request hub solution, but powerful in the way that it's going to route these different requests. So I have a table of requests, handful of fields in here. I have the reviewer field. It's an assigned to field, being able to clarify who it is that's going to review this request. I have a single select field clarifying what type of request it is, a status field clarifying where this request is at, a submitter field. It's a linked record field. It's actually going to connect requests to staff. Now I'm using a linked record field rather than an assigned to field in this case because everybody who is submitting these requests may not actually be a user of SmartSuite. So I don't necessarily want to use an assigned to field. I could just have a table of all of my staff members. And chances are, if you're using SmartSuite in an advanced way, you already have that table in existence. You can just link to that table and then filter down based on who it is that you want to allow to submit these requests. I have a SmartDoc field that I've called description here, describing the request, and then a files and images field for assets depending on the type of request. Makes more sense when you see it in this form view here. I've laid all these out. I've included some conditional formatting here for the assets field. It's only going to show when type is asset review in this case. Figured it was a great way to highlight the conditional logic within our form view. But why we're here is to understand how we can automatically assign somebody to review a request or route it to somebody based on the type of request. And so what we're going to do is go into our automation menu, and I've already built some of these out. Now, I've titled it Asset Review, Assign Terra. And that's exactly what we're going to do here is when a form is submitted is going to be our trigger, specifically in our requests table, the form titled request form. If the type of request is equal to asset review, then I want to update the record, and I want to make it so that the reviewer is Tara Derbyshire, and I want to update the status with the next phase of this request, which is assigned. Similarly, if it is a tech issue type of request, which I'll go ahead and make that adjustment right now on the fly, the way that I want to update the record is I want to make the reviewer Pete, is I want to assign it to Pete over here, and I want the status also moved over to assigned. Now I can create these automations based on all the different ways that I want to route these records. And if we look at this in practice, click preview here for this form view. If I say that Jeff Gonzalez is the submitter, and I'm going to be submitting a tech issue, and I'm going to say my laptop won't start, which doesn't make any sense because I'm on my laptop submitting this, but it's okay. We'll let Peter deal with that once he is assigned to it. And if we come in here and look at this newly assigned thing, it has now moved into the assigned status, and Peter is assigned to review this request. If you have any questions on this, as always, please leave them in the comments below. And thanks for watching.